And I got so amazed by the benefits of just the food that I got into this romantic notion that basically uh, we can get all the nutrients we need just from the foods. And this is actually more common than you might think. And it's really a great notion. It's idealistic, and it would be great if we could just live on planet Earth and get all the nutrients we can from foods. And I lived like this for a while, for years. I was like, maybe I'll take some herbs, but didn't like the idea of taking additional isolated supplements. And I liked this romantic notion of being in harmony with nature, getting all the nutrients we need from food. And so I understand some people, if that's what you're going through, I've been there. And you know what's crazy is I even solved my health problems doing that without really using vitamins, minerals, other isolated nutrients, pretty much just food and herbs. A little bit of minerals in there for the colon cleanse product, and also iodine. I did take some iodine in there. So, but basically, we have to get real though. The thing is that I evolved because I came back around full circle, and the conclusion that it became clear to me was that in most modern environments, humans are not best served just by the foods that they're eating. And because of the environment that we live in, because of our lifestyles, because of the way that food is grown, the food, it sucks. I mean, it's really missing and lacking in nutrients. And this is well documented. It is, there's studies showing it, that the soil quality has just dropped off a cliff in the last century. And so how can we live like, the proverbial Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden when we don't live in the Garden of Eden, and God gave us this world, and then we look what we did with it, and look at the food that we're producing out of it and what we're doing to the soil. So the food is immensely lacking in vitamins, minerals, flavonoids, antioxidants, and more. So I've actually evolved to try to figure out a modern solution to this modern problem. I no longer am in a place where I'm into this romantic notion of I don't want to take any supplement pills, because I would like to not have to, but I've come to grips with the reality. Here's the other thing, is that our need in the average human body in the modern world may be greater for a certain nutrient or a certain vitamin or something, may be greater than it was in prehistoric ancestral times, because just keep in mind the extreme toxicity and stresses of our environment that we live in. All the pollutants, all of the EMF radiation, all this can cause free radical oxidation in the human body. And that could call for additional antioxidants, an additional need to balance back out toxicity and oxidative stress inside the body. All of this that's caused by modern living. So not only are we getting poor quality nutrition from the foods, but I think we probably need more nutrition than our ancestors did because of their lifestyle and the environment. So because of this, here's the other thing. Lastly, is look at all the genetic weaknesses. And so you could be born into this world and really be having the cards stacked against you, because look at all the issues that are happening, that are exploding with babies having health problems when they're born, and incidents of childhood problems, and teenage problems, and all this stuff gets starting younger and younger. And all the unhealthy foods and the environmental toxicity and the genes, the cells are getting mutated and irregular, and people are passing these genes to the next generations, and the genes are now worsening, in my opinion. And so that can be helped with certain supplements.